Welcome back student in basic chemistry course. In previous session we are going to discuss our second unit metal corrosion, its prevention and electrochemistry. Containing topic is application of electrolysis. In that applications we discuss first application is electroplating. So electroplating means in this process obtaining a metallic coating of a superior metals like silver, gold, nickel, chromium on base metal with the help of electric current, which is called as the electroplating process. So in previous videos we discuss electroplating process and their examples also. So in today's session we discuss second type of application of electrolysis is electro refining. So the name of this electro refining we give their meaning. So refining means purification and electro means with the help of electric current. So we purify the metal with the help of electric current, which is called as the electro refining. So the definition of electro refining is in this process of obtaining a metal in pure form from impure metal with the help of electric current is known as electro refining. So we are obtaining the pure metal from the impure metal with the help of electric current, which is called as the electro refining process. So the metals like zinc, copper, silver are refined by this electrolysis process. So the impure metal which is in the form of thick plate and the pure metal which is in the form of thin plate. Okay, so let's discuss this electro refining process. So in this method we take the two rods. So the two rods containing one rod is of impure metal, or which is called as the, we take here is the blister copper, that is the impure copper metal plate. This plate will be thick, and another plate we take is the pure metal. So we take the pure copper plate and it will act as a cathode, and this plate will be thin over the anodic plate. Okay, so the cathode and anode, these are two electrodes will dip in the solution of electrolyte. This solution will be used is the copper sulfate solution. Okay, and and these two electrodes externally they are connected to the batteries. Okay, so when at proper voltage the anode which enters into the solution of electrolyte in the form of ions, and by liberating their electrons at the, and the electrons will be liberated at the anode. That means this is the copper, impure copper plate. So these copper ions which get discharged in the form of Cu2 plus ions in the solution, and electrons which get liberated at this electrode, and they get transferred externally to this circuit to the cathodic plate. Okay, so these positively charged ions, metal ion, travel towards the cathode. Then again the electrons, so the Cu2 plus ions will be present here in the solution. So the electrons get transferred from the anode, they get accepted by these Cu2 plus ions at the cathode. So the gain of electrons will be carried out at the cathode, and they get deposited by neutralizing their charge, and the copper ions get deposited at the copper plate. So the negatively charged ions travel towards the anode, take an equivalent amount of pure metal, and again change into the electrolyte. So this process continue till whole of the pure metal get transferred to the cathode. So result is that the anode get dissolved and impurities get settled down below the anode, and these impurities will be called as the anodic mud or the slime. So the cathode is the refined metal, and it is washed and dried. So after that process the pure metal will obtain, having purity will be about 99.9%. Okay, so at the cathode, so at the anode reaction will be carried out is the copper, impure copper ions which get produced or lost their electrons, and Cu2 plus ions will discharge in the solution. So that's why the oxidation reaction can be carried out at the anode. And at the cathode, that time the electrons lost at the electrode, they get traveled towards the cathode. So these electrons and the Cu2 plus ions present in the solution, they get accept these electrons to produce pure copper, and this pure copper get deposited at the copper electrode. Okay, so we get the pure copper. So these reactions will be carried out at the electro-refining process of impure copper. So this blister copper, which consists of another metals will be present, that is the impurities will be present. So there is having a presence of 3 to 5% of impurities, 3 to 5% of impurities of sulfur, zinc, iron, nickel, silver, platinum, antimony. So these metals. So due to these impurities, the impure copper is not used for electrical conductivity because of their conductivity is lowered by traces of the impurities present in it. So the copper having 99.9% purity will obtain from this electro-refining process. So this process, when in industries this process will be carried out in large amount, then at that time this process will be carried out in large tank, then that times these electrodes will be connected in series. Okay, and we get the large amount of pure copper from it. So let's discuss this electro-refining of blister copper or the impure copper method. In this process is carried out in large lead line tank. So this is large lead line tank, and at that tank the anode and the cathodes will be connected in series. Okay, so the anode is the impure metal or the impure copper, and it is cast into a large plates or the blocks suspended into the tank at the same intervals. Okay, so a thin pure plate of copper is made as a cathode. Thin pure plate of copper is made as a cathode, and it is suspended between the two plates of anode. So it is placed between the two plates of anode, and the electrolyte solution will be used here is the copper sulfate solution, and they are also having presence of 5% of H2SO4 in it. Okay, and a direct current at a low voltage is used, and the current which turn on the impurities of more active metals like zinc, iron and nickel go into the solution as a metallic ions. Okay, so the less active metals like silver, gold and antimony are not ionized but crumbles down to the anode and settle down below the anode. So these impurities will be called as the anodic mud or the slime. So the anode mud, which contains a precious metals like the silver, gold, antimony, platinum, so they obtained from it. So these costly metals pay the cost of this process of electrifying. So at proper voltage, when the electric current passes, then that times at proper voltage, Cu2 plus ions get discharged at the electrolyte solution, and they lose their electrons at their electrodes of the anode, and these electrons get traveled towards the cathode, and they get gained by this copper cathode, and this copper get deposited on the cathode, and the copper is obtained by this process is also a 99.9% pure. Okay, so in these reactions, in this electrolyte solution having a presence of CuSO4 copper sulfate solutions, when the electrolysis will be carried out, then that times these copper sulfate get dissociated and form Cu2 plus ions and SO4 2 minus ions in the solution, and also there is having a presence of H2O. So this H2O which also get dissociate to produce H plus and OH minus ions. So these two ions will be present in these electrolyte solutions. So at the cathode, these Cu2 plus ions in the solutions accept the electrons. So that's why these Cu2 plus ions at cathode, these Cu2 plus ions at cathode which accept the electrons to produce copper, and they get deposited on the cathode. And from the anode, they also, the impure copper, they can lose their Cu2 plus ions in the solution, and electrons also lost. So these loss of electrons get accepted by cathode and to get the pure copper metal. So this is the electro refining process of blister copper will be carried out. So today their second unit also complete. In next video we start our third unit, that is paint, varnishes, insulator, polymer, adhesive and lubricant. So today we stop here. Thank you.